Hello and welcome back to my channel Easy Peasy Gardening. Thank you for the ones that have returned to watch this video. If you don't, just a little bit about me. I've started this new channel based on starting from scratch, creating a no dig veg garden in my garden. And I want to show you all the way from the very beginning of where to start, what to do, and how easy it can be done just in a little patch in your garden. So today's day 2. What I want to try and achieve today is to make my compost bin, or at least start it by using the old shed door, and I think I've got a pallet or two to try and get that sorted and that looking erect anyway, some kind of structure. And then I'll also just want to lay out a rough idea of where I want to lay my first bed. So I just want to lay some planks down, just lay that on the ground, look at it for the next couple of days, see if I like it, the length of it, if I want to move it. So I want to try and get those two both done today. So without further ado, let's get cracking. So here is my compost area, where I want to create the compost bin. So I need to move that cyclamen, just move those bits of planks of pallet wood, to put my new compost bin next to the old one, using my old shed door. So I want to cut that in half and make that the first 2 sides, and then put that over there. Yeah, just got to move that plant. So I will got a nice little patch there. Need to de-weed. That could be a nice lettuce bed. So let's get cracking and cut this in half. So the reason why I couldn't get my saw anymore is I forgot to take out the door hinges of the old shed doors. So I need to just get my screwdriver now and unscrew them so I can continue finishing cutting the door in half. So the door is now in 2, so that didn't take long at all. So that's 2 of the size of my compost bin sides, so I'm going to put it over there and get all that moved now.
quite big, so I cut it into 2 clumps. One over here, I'm going to dig in the border. I'm just going to dig up this clump and stick that next to it. Dig that into the holes. In a couple of days, these should perk up anyway, so they look quite nice at the moment. It covers up a bit of ground, so it allows me to then continue flattening the soil where the plants came from. So I can create my compost bin, and it looks like I've got a little furry animal that's digging into my compost. There you go, that's what it looks like at the moment. Not too bad. I do need to cut the grass away there to make a bigger area for the soil, and just want to get the other pallet for the other 2 sides. But I've got those wooden slats in the way, so I think the compost will get stuck in there. So I just want to turn it around. It'd probably be better the other way around. Yeah, so that's better. It gives me a bit more area to work with. So this is my old compost bin that I want to use for new. So I want to put all the old stuff. So I've got my cardboard, my paper, and my mix of green and browns in there. I want to put it into my new compost bin, and then start putting new stuff in that plastic Dalek one. That's my palette. I'm going to cut that in half now and put that with the other 2 sides. So yes, so now that looks coming along. It's coming together. Got the 4 sides together, quite deep there. It's going to give you quite a lot of volume to put some compost in there. Doesn't look too bad. I think I need to just get a bit of string just to tie those 2 together to make it a bit more secure. But yeah, handy with the pallets because the bottom parts of the pallets actually keeps it upright, so I don't need to stake them. It's self-standing. Yeah, rough and ready, but that's what you get for making a free compost bin. Nothing needs to be fancy in this world. Yeah, that looks like I can get quite a lot in there. So I just need to probably just cut the jagged bits down anyway, make it a bit more safer. But yeah, I'm pleased with that so far. So now I just want to lay out roughly where I want to start my first raised bed. So I've got these planks of wood from an old pallet. So I just want to just check in for nails because I've got a cat, to make sure I put the nails down the other side. Don't stand in them. So I just want to lay these down roughly to get an idea of where I want it, and move it before I make it a permanent structure. Um, and rough size, so I can make it longer or shorter or squarer. So just want to lay these down just to get an idea of what it will look like for my new first raised bed. There you go. That's what it looks like. Yeah, quite pleased with that. I need to move those bushes because I want to have some raised beds there, some lavender and that. Thinking of moving those over there so I can have this area as growing space as well. I'm conscious that I want to have some space around um, the veg patch, so I may move that a bit closer, but I need to make sure I can get my lawnmower around there just so I can keep the grass down. But I'm going to keep that there for a couple of days, see what it's like, if move it a few times just to make sure I'm happy where it is. So yeah, don't forget now to put all your tools away. Got my new shed, but I haven't sorted out the storage yet. I just put everything in boxes, so that's another project I need to do, is get all that clear. So just put all my tools away. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. On my next one, I'm looking to sow some seeds and to erect my poly greenhouse thing that I showed you. So I'll do that in the next video. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Always make sure, guys, to lock your shed. Nice one. Take care. See you soon. Bye.